Good day, everyone, and mabuhay. I'm going to present my study entitled Academic Integrity Among Tertiary Students During the COVID-19 and Mixed Method Analysis. I'm Ariel San Jose from the Southern Philippines Agribusiness and Marine and Aquatic School of Technology, Malita, Davao Occidental, the Philippines. Academic dishonesty is not a new issue. Time and again, it has been studied, and I believe it is an issue during the COVID-19. According to the readings that I've gathered, 60 to 80% of students cheated by copying from notes, according to Davis et al. 1992 and Chang 1995. Academic dishonesty is a serious offense among tertiary students, according to Crown and Spiller of 1998. And 50% or 55% of American students admittedly cheated during their college years, according to Lupton and Chapman in 2000. And 74% of students cheated on their take-home exams, according to West in 2004. And 97% of students in both the private and public academic institutions revealed that they committed academic dishonesty at least once, according to Brown and Chung 2005 and Yang 2012. And accordingly, online modalities have threatened academic integrity, especially during the COVID-19. That's what I have discovered. And cheating, copying, surrogacy, collusion, and other forms of dishonesty have increased during the pandemic. Now, why do you think students commit academic dishonesty, or who commits academic dishonesty? Allow me to present to you some of the readings. Academic dishonesty is influenced by the person's character, peer pressure, teacher factors, and institutional policy. Academic dishonesty is committed to maintain the scholarship. Students with detached personality, relativistic, non-religious, and opportunistic commit academic dishonesty. Students with low self-esteem or self-efficacy also commit academic dishonesty. Sadly, males are most likely to cheat than females. Students whose peers practice cheating are likely to accept academic dishonesty as a collective cheating. And students who felt they were distant from their peers and their teachers are more likely to engage in academic dishonesty. And online classes intensify the feeling of separation, which lead to academic misconduct. And cheating happens more often in virtual classes because students are more experienced in using online tools, which are likely not detected by the teachers who are not techy. And students cheat because teachers significantly undermine the students' rates of academic dishonesty. Now, in my college, SPAMAS, or Southern Philippines Agribusiness and Marine and Aquatic School of Technology, I have observed that academic dishonesty is unnoticed, especially during the COVID-19, where the flexible and blended learning are being imposed, especially in assignment requirements and thesis outputs of students. It is unfortunate that the institution did not place any online detector or give sanctions to those who committed academic dishonesty. Hence, this study assess the student's level of academic dishonesty, engagement, and their considerations of the act of dishonesty. Thus, this study dwells also on the prevalence of academic dishonesty, which would become basis for the academic institution in crafting practical policies such as subscribing to plagiarism checker, implementing sanction to those who committed academic dishonesty. Now, what are my research questions? I have 6 research questions. The first one is, what is the level of students' engagement in academic dishonesty? The second one is, what is the level of seriousness the students think of their academic dishonesty? Third is, what are the teacher's observations and actions done on students' academic dishonesty? Fourth, what is the importance of academic dishonesty for the students? Fifth, what are the reasons of students why they commit academic dishonesty? And the sixth one is, what suggestions students can offer to lessen academic dishonesty? Now, this study is mixed method. So for the quantitative method, there were 2 instruments used. The first one is the Florida State University Academic Integrity Questionnaire. And the second one is the students' engagement on academic dishonesty and the level of seriousness of behavior using Maccabi et al. 1999. For the qualitative method, there's the researcher-made questionnaire to elicit students' reason why they commit academic dishonesty, what is the importance of academic dishonesty for them, and the suggestions that they could offer, okay, to eradicate or at least lessen the commission of academic dishonesty. There were 66 students who gave their consent, and there were 9 faculty members who also gave their consent. The students who participated in this study were 3rd year and 4th year students from the BS Criminology, from the BS Social Work, from BS Developmental Studies, and from Public Administration. The gathering of information or data was conducted through email, Facebook Messenger, Edmodo, Google Meet, because this was done during the height of the COVID-19. And in the Philippines, it is strictly not allowed to have face-to-face with the students. Now, what are the results? There are 2 results I'm going to present, the quantitative and the qualitative results. So first, I'm going to present the quantitative results. Now, generally, or most of the students admitted that they committed academic dishonesty. It is given. And these 2 statements have the most or the highest percentage. The first one is, I helped my classmates in taking the online tests, which has 47%. And the second statement is, I opened the online exam or quiz first to see the questions, then I read the module to look for answers. Now, these 2 statements were rated as high, and these are committed more than once by the students. What does it imply? The implication is, 1, for the first statement, there is a collective dishonesty committed. And for the second statement, there is an academic unpreparedness on the part of the student. Now, according to the perceived level of seriousness of academic dishonesty, students generally considered most statements as moderate cheating, except for one, I copied few sentences from a site on the internet without citing the author. And two, I took pictures of the test or exam with a mobile phone or screenshots of the information during the tests. Now, what's the implication of this? This implies the lack of knowledge of proper citations on the part of the students. Probably the teachers failed to teach these students how to make proper citations or the techniques in writing citations. And secondly, again, unpreparedness. In terms of teachers' observation on students' academic dishonesty, generally, the teachers believe that all students committed academic dishonesty more often. Of the 20 statements, 17 obtains more than once, of which the statement students copy few sentences from a book, website, or journal without citing the authors, and students use excuse to obtain an extension on a due date gained 100%. This implies that teachers tolerate academic dishonesty of the students, and teachers are very lenient on the way they treat the students in terms of the students' academic dishonesty. And teachers don't know what appropriate actions to do. In terms of teachers' actions on students' academic dishonesty, generally, although the students committed academic dishonesty, the teachers did not fail any student or did not give failing marks. Moreover, teachers took action by calling the attention of the students, meaning there is consultation only or reprimand. However, the statements students delay in taking the examination and students use excuse to obtain an extension on the due date were allowed by some teachers as consideration to the current COVID-19 pandemic. What's the implication of this? This confirms the previous results of leniency, very considerate, and inappropriate action on the part of the teachers on how they treat dishonest students. Now, in terms of the qualitative results, which were taken from the students, generally, the students realized that academic integrity promotes honesty. So they were aware that the importance of integrity. This implies, yeah, students knew very well the meaning and importance of academic integrity. Typically, meaning to say 40% of the students, but not more than 50%, found that there is lack of time, okay, to study. One of the reasons why many students indulge in academic dishonesty. And then it also implies that students were busy with other things aside from their studies. And it was also observed by the researcher that most of the students are working and at the same time married. Generally, the students believe that promoting academic integrity and in the academic institution could somehow lessen, if not eradicate, academic dishonesty. However, as to how it should be done, the student didn't make any suggestion. The researcher assumed that the students gave the academic institution the choice on what to do, on how to do it, to promote academic integrity in the college. Now, if we are to converge the two results from the quantitative and the qualitative, here is my analysis. It is ironic that in the qualitative information revealed that students understand very well the importance of academic integrity. However, in the quantitative data showed that most of the students have committed generally academic dishonesty. Moreover, the qualitative information show the specific reason why students indulge in academic misconduct. These reasons were the lack of time, procrastination, lack of comprehension of the task, lack of study habits, the work or the job, and self-esteem, low self-esteem. The students believe that those academic misconducts they committed are justified as moderate cheating because they are helping their peers. On the other hand, the teachers observed that students committed dishonesty more than once, and contrary to students' responses, as they say that they only committed once, generally. Despite the despite the teacher's observation, none of the students failed. Instead, teachers only called their attentions for consultation or reprimand. Students suggested that academic institutions need to promote academic integrity, use specific teaching strategies on the part of the teachers, and give necessary sanctions to those who committed academic misconduct. Now, what is my conclusion? The researchers' assumption that personality, spirituality, and ethical standards may influence the commission of academic dishonesty are seen in the results of this study. The results reveal that despite the students' knowledge or awareness on the relevance of academic integrity in their studies, generally, most of them admitted to have committed academic dishonesty. This is an indication of low ethical standard on the part of the students. Hence, there should be a values reorientation and establish a code of conduct, okay, necessary for these students to develop honesty. It is also revealed that majority of the students committed dishonesty once, but considered those commissions as moderate cheating because they help their peers. This justification of the students' action indicates that the lack of strong morality, an issue which needs to be addressed by the academe. Moreover, although teachers' observation that students committed academic dishonesty, their action is only to call attention of those students. This lenient action signals their permissive personality to students' misbehavior. Nevertheless, few students suggested that academic institution needs to promote academic integrity and put stricter sanctions for those who commit dishonesty. For my recommendations for the school administration to lessen academic dishonesty among students, an innovative software to detect students' plagiarism may be purchased. Moreover, crafting academic integrity code may be established, and likewise regular values reorientation may be done. Lastly, institutional academic disciplinary board may be established to focus on academic dishonesty concerns. For teachers, they need to innovate assessment, strategies which could minimize academic integrity among students, and strategies such as performance and outcomes-based instead of the traditional paper and pen, quizzes and exam may be lessened. Moreover, they should attend seminars or workshops on literature review techniques to enhance their knowledge and skills. And likewise, they should impose zero plagiarism policy and sanctions to those who committed academic misconduct. For the students, they should realize that academic dishonesty is by all means unethical. Hence, they need to discipline themselves and consider all academic activities essential. Thus, there should be no room for mediocrity. And therefore, I am proposing to the academic institution this pledge of academic honesty, and this should be put or included in the syllabus of each subject. And before this should be signed by the students. They as teachers should explain what is written in this pledge of academic honesty, and this becomes the basis for sanction whenever students commit dishonesty. With that, I think I'm done. Thank you very much, and mabuhay.